unapologetic.
I said what I said.
Unrepentant.
When I am assertive, I'm a bitch. When a man is assertive, he's a boss.
And unfiltered.
If you want to say anything, you say I'm real.
I'm Dominique the Diva.
I am the #1 most impactful.
And I'm Chey Parker.
Did not come here to impress you, because to tell you the truth, when I leave here, I'm gone, and I don't care what you think about me.
And we're not here to offend you. We're here to offend everybody.
You were thinking it. I know, but you said it. I know.
So listen, we're dishing on everything hip-hop,
pop culture, and all the bullshit in between.
So get your panties out a bunch.
And press play if you ain't scared.
To Diva Unfiltered. Yeah, baby. Is this thing on? I hope it's on.
You better hope it's on.
You better freaking hope it's on, because I'm going to tell you right now, we are lit. Welcome to another episode of the Diva Unfiltered podcast. I am your host, Dominique the Diva, and this is my best friend, my partner in grind, Miss Chey Parker.
Hello. We are headed into a new season, Diva.
Aren't we, honey? Summer is over.
Let's talk about it.
Summer is over. Okay. If you press play on this, we want to say thank you, love you, mean it. And we are right now sipping on cheers.
Cheers,
to Indigo. To Indigo gin,
Always.
honey. Nice and smooth, gluten free. Ain't got to worry about the calories, honey. Keep it out waist right
Isn't
and
it
tight.
just so comfy, sipping on Indigo at Vibe Records.
Okay, feeling the vibe. And that's all it is. We just really vibing. And that's the point of this podcast, to be able to talk shit unfiltered. So what you going through? We usually always start off with what you going through. How you feeling?
I have been feeling good. And let me just tell you that, life is so interesting, right? I feel like the older you get, the more you realize that life is just a bunch of continuous ups and downs. And it really, truly is all about your mindset. Because it's never necessarily going to be periods where everything is perfect and then periods where everything goes to shit.
Right.
Probably
Absolutely.
a lot more moments where things go to shit than things are completely perfect. But it really is all about your mindset and looking on the positive side of things and choosing happiness. That's what it's all about. So that's where I've really been.
I love that for you. I'm on that same frequency too.
I think so.
Because it's just like
we always have a vibe. We literally talk every day through voice notes.
And when I don't see Chey, I miss her. It's really really weird. And we send each other voice notes every day, starting in the morning. It's much easier than texting for me.
We have podcast episodes every morning through voice notes.
Basically. So what you hear and see here is a genuine connection. And the funniest thing is we still do not know how we met. We don't remember the day we met.
I'm so glad we did, though.
Chey and I do not remember the day we met. We don't remember the moment.
Are you sure we didn't meet on Instagram?
We met on Instagram, and we know a lot of the same people, and we would go to a lot of the same events. Yeah. And I think we just kept seeing each other at every same event, and then we just started going out.
Being friends.
This is my friend. This is my fucking friend. So I feel you on that with what you're going through. I'm just so blessed. Dang it, Tazi. I'm sorry I dropped my hookah thing, but I'm so blessed. My son just turned 2 years old yesterday.
Our baby is 2.
Cannot believe that I am a mother of 2, and I'm just so blessed to have so much peace and love in my house.
He's so cute.
Yes,
he has teeth. And I mean, I know he's been having teeth, but it's just wild to me. When you posted his birthday picture, he was smiling, and I was like, this little baby that I saw when he was 3 weeks old.
I know.
Has teeth and eats and talks to me and says my name.
He says your name. He is just a talker. He talks so much. He just catches on so fast. So I am so grateful for my little Cash, and just being a mom in this radio industry that I can say I was able to stay home with my child for 2 years, the first 2 years, of their life.
That is such a blessing.
It really is. As soon as we went back to work, it was time to work from home, and I've just been home with him. So that is great. Everything is all good in my hood, in my home, in my relationship, and just everything is just on the up and up right now. And so I want to throw those vibes out to anybody out there who is looking forward to 2020. Is this my 2022, because it's on the horizon, honey. Summer is officially over.
It is officially over, and I can't believe it. I know we talked about, do we feel like we summered enough? And it's just crazy to me that 2021 is getting ready to be over. Yeah. Did I summer enough? Do I remember things? I really feel like I should start scrapbooking.
Yeah, no.
Because I think I should start scrapbooking and like really organizing content and photos and videos into something so that I can remember, because it's here, you guys. It's here.
I mean,
you know what else is here?
What? Cuffing season.
Cuffing season.
I thought we were gonna say pumpkin spice lattes. That's what I'm saying. They be moving on real fast.
We're gonna talk about that a little.
They don't
later,
waste no time on that. But no, cuffing season is approaching, ladies and gentlemen. How you gonna act? And when I say you, I mean you, and you, men and women. Okay, how you gonna act? Okay, going into this cuffing season. Right now, I believe we're in draft season.
Oh.
Absolutely. Draft season.
Okay, well, where are we in draft season? Are we at the beginning, the middle, the end? Is it crunch time?
Draft season begins September 1st through September 30th. Okay, so coming up here soon, we're going to have tryouts. Tryouts begin October 1st through the 31st. Tazi on the sound.
Shit. So
we're draft season.
I understand we're in draft season, but we're towards the end now. October 1st is around the corner. So if you have not put out your bat signals, Drake has dropped. That was the official alarm.
That it's cuffing season. We know this, you know this, I know this. We've been here before. We've been here with Drake
done this before.
For about 10 years now. He is still running the game. So what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna be, taking photos in pajamas in front of the Christmas tree this season? How you gonna act? Like, what's good? Because you need to find that person now.
I'm definitely taking pictures in front of the Christmas tree in matching pajamas. Am I gonna post them? No, you guys know that.
Even if I did that, we probably wouldn't post them. I just posted.
But that's the holidays.
I'm
going in. So we going all balls in.
What should one be doing for tryouts? Or, right now is the draft. What should one be doing? Sending that. We might need to get one of the fellas on the mic to tell us what a guy should be trying out. What should they be doing right now?
I
Sending
think that
cash
the
out money?
are definitely feeling the pressure. Are you feeling the pressure? Are you circling back on things?
Ooh, spin the block. Do you need to spin the block?
Are you apologizing for your past wrongs?
Do you want to sit at Thanksgiving dinner?
Are you sending the text?
Alone.
Are you making the call when you're drunk?
Checking in.
To come home.
The fellas, they never spin the block, and they're just checking in.
So y'all really going to sit on this
podcast?
On the podcast where we're talking about accountability, you guys are going to sit here and lie behind the cameras.
What Drake say? Moving on to better things.
Ooh.
Wow.
They're quoting Drake, ladies and gentlemen. They've already learned the lyrics to the point. This is going to be a tough season. We hope you're getting your act together now, your bench together now, because tryouts are coming forth, okay? I would say my first initial piece of advice for those participating in cuffing season 2021 is to be honest about what you want. Men and women.
Okay, let's just get one thing clear right here. Let's add a disclaimer, because a lot of you are not going to like this one, right? A lot of you are not.
Take it easy, Chey.
Going to like this one, but we're going to get unfiltered, because that's what we do on the Diva Unfiltered podcast, okay? We are going to talk about accountability again.
We're
going to talk about it again, and we're going to talk about it for a little bit longer. Because I don't know if we really drove the point all the way home.
I think sometimes we just have to park it there, and that's what we have to do at this time. At this juncture. So what we want to park it there about being honest about what you want, because at the end of the day, everyone deserves their happiness. Everybody deserves the things that they desire, right?
Absolutely.
And just because that person may or may not desire those same things, we don't really need to vilify them. We don't really need to make it a big issue. You just need to find somebody that's on your frequency and your vibe and wants what you want at the same time.
Come on, Evangelist Diva. Diva. Circle back around to that one where you said, find someone who is on your same what? Say it with me.
Frequency, okay? Be honest about you want this cuffing season. Why that noise, Tazi? Why? It's getting spooky.
Put frequency at the bottom of the screen here. We're going to focus on those words today, accountability and frequency.
Okay, be honest about what you want, because sometimes that's when the bullshit start. You know what I'm saying? When you think, ladies, we can't always do how the fellas do and move how they move, and you get your ass caught up, and now you looking silly.
And now you like both of these niggas, all three of these niggas, and you stressed out because you like all three.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Pause that. Rewind it.
Okay.
We're going to stick to the script. Be honest about what you want. Be honest about what we want.
Well, I was saying, starting with the ladies, when we talk about what you want, I feel like a lot of times you may find someone who you like, but who doesn't necessarily want the same things as you.
Okay.
But you psych yourself out into thinking, okay, well, maybe I don't want a relationship either.
Yeah, that is true. Okay.
I'm just gonna, this is gonna be my little placeholder.
I think Beyonce wrote a song about that, or like Destiny's Child did.
I feel like being straight up about what you want. If you want a relationship,
song.
You should be
That's
real
it.
about
Okay,
that.
so if you want a relationship, be honest about wanting a relationship. If you're dating for marriage, be honest about the fact that you're dating for marriage. If you just, out here, then let niggas know you out here. Is no problem with that. I think things just get fucked up when it's like you said, pretending that it's not what they want. You know what I mean? Or waiting around, hoping that, you know what I mean?
And listen, if you have issues being honest about what you want, like, here's a little tip that will probably help you a little bit.
Give them a tip, Shay.
You can be honest, and like, men and women, whatever, side you're on, are probably still gonna fuck with you. Mm-hmm. It's really no reason to not be honest about it.
Yeah.
Do you feel me or do you feel me?
Yeah, I do.
I see the snaps in the back.
Yeah, it's no reason. It's no reason. I don't know. I think more people need to hear that going into cuffing season, because sometimes I just get tired of all of the social media rhetoric. Like, everything on social media, if you let them tell it, when it comes to relationships, it's toxic, it's double texting, it's who's hitting who back, it's I'm being mad at you because you mad at me, but I'm watching your story, but he hit me today. And it's just like, I get those are real things, but I know real people that's in relationships and they really trying
to do
in real life.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? I know real people that's really trying to, find someone to be together and, break those generational curses together, be a part of our community, be a part of our community together as a black community, being great representatives for, showing that we have 2-parent households and things like that. I know people, friends and family, peers that desire that. So I don't know why all on social media is so much riffraff all the time.
And I think sometimes we also forget, I feel like for our generation specifically, that there's also another generation on this site that like does not necessarily think like us at all. Like, you really may be retweeting some 16-year-old girl who's like, yeah, I need a motherfucking Birkin bag.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like we forget that part too, that these are literally strangers who are sometimes themselves, but sometimes also posing as other people. But something I also think that we need to understand as we go into this cuffing season, because auditions are October 1st.
Okay.
Auditions are October 1st.
Tryout season.
I think if we go into this just knowing that 90% of the people that we encounter are not going to be the people that we are going to end up with, we will actually have a way smoother cuffing season.
Yeah, okay. So, like, you would tell the girl who is, like, so gung-ho on, like, checking off every single thing on her list so she can hurry up and walk down the aisle to, like, relax a little bit.
Exactly.
Because this might end up just being a great experience for you, and just take what you can get out of it.
It's all about that mindset.
And exactly. Like, okay, I learned about myself that I do not like niggas like that. Even if it's that, at least you know.
And ladies, can we also admit that a lot of times we don't really want the nigga like that? The nigga being like whatever nigga I'm talking about. He popped up in your head when you was thinking about it. When I said it, he popped up in your head, he was thinking about it. You probably don't even really want him like that when we're talking about long term. But you want him to want you like that, and because he may not necessarily be giving you like the energy that you want or feel like he should be giving you, you kind of upset, like, why he not, like, what? But do you really want this man to be your man?
So you're thinking like, okay, so you're talking about those out there who just got somebody in place right here because they don't want to be.
You can keep it real with me. You can keep it real. We can keep it real on
those are out there too. Accountability going into this cuffing season, being honest about what you want. Okay, don't let social media, get you all in your head. It's real people out there, real relationships, and it's real issues you might come across or whatever. But remember, it's always what y'all get through together. Okay.
And I'm so thankful that also we have such a diverse friend group of people who are, you know, single,
married,
people who have
engaged,
not been in a relationship for a long time, those who just got out of relationships, those who are married, those who live together. And I feel like it just, for me, I'm thankful for that because I think it gives me more of a well-rounded perspective and view on just love and like relationships.
Do you think that married men should only hang out with married men, mostly hang out with married men only?
No, I don't. I personally don't think that, but I do think you have to know yourself and you have to know
yo nigga, okay? Because I pull the fuck out. What the fuck y'all say?
And niggas, y'all gotta know yourself. If you know that, like, if you hanging out with your single homeboys and you can't just stop at the, listen, we know sometimes you're gonna be the wingman. We know you the one that's married. But sometimes we be in the club and it's bitches, like, you gotta at least talk, like, converse, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
converse.
Everybody gotta contribute. Like, and I say the same thing about women. Sometimes if you're a woman and you're in a relationship, I've been out with my single friends, and we may talk to men, but you gotta know where to draw the line. Like, you gotta know, okay, I'm not gonna get this person number, or I'm not gonna leave with them, or I'm not gonna text, you know?
What if your husband was taking his, you noticed that in some pictures, like once he went out with his single friends, that he didn't have his ring on in some of the pictures?
Oh, nah, nigga,
what happens when he gets home?
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You don't want this ring? You don't want it? You don't want it?
Got that ass caught. He was washing his hands. That's what I'm saying. You were saying social media was like ruining cheating now or something.
Nah. But and I know any husband of mine that I marry is gonna have a lit ass ring. So the fact that you even taking it off like it's some slight shit, like it ain't nothing to see.
You wildin'.
You better get the fuck up out of here.
You wildin'.
What's wrong with you? Do you want to die?
Okay, all right.
You told me to put. You said you was gonna put me on your life insurance.
I was just giving a hypothetical. Why are you being weird to me?
Why are you being weird to me?
Why you being weird to me?
I was giving
you said that.
Shay obviously feels very passionate about that hypothetical question I asked her about a husband taking off a photo.
Just the thought of my husband
trigger.
leaving the house and taking his ring off. Literally, I would see red already. So I already know if that really happened to me, I would probably snap. I would be on oxygen.
Yeah. Have you heard about real life situations where a husband or, you know, someone who's married, you didn't know was married because they didn't have their ring on or something like that? Anything?
I've heard stories like that. That's never happened to me.
Right. We've heard stories like that.
I don't think it's ever happened to me.
That attributes to people like not always taking things so serious. So I'm always making a point of I just want more married people to act married and be married so they can keep
that's another thing
holding
too,
this whole marriage thing, since it's so like, you know,
I'm almost concerned that married men
don't be doing shit like that.
And married people in general are sliding in DMs more than single people are. And that really concerns me. Like, that really concerns me. You're embarrassing.
I have the footage.
It's more attractive when you hold it down. It's really more attractive when you hold it down. That shit real ugly.
I have the footage.
It's not attractive at all.
All right,
I got the receipt.
Back to real relationships, though. It is. Shout out to the young couples out there, the young black millennial love hashtags, all those black family hashtags. Shout out to all of them. I love to see it in this cuffing season. I hope I see more of it. Okay, go ahead and do your thing, because what they don't talk about is real black love, real young black couples
and
out
really
there,
working it out, really making it work.
Do things.
Really trying.
And even if you're single out there, those of you that are trying to date different, maybe stepping outside the box, because you know sometimes they say you might find your boo thing when you step outside of your normal type or your normal box. So kudos to those that are out there that's willing to do things about that. What do you think about dating sites like apps?
So I think we've had this discussion before. Like, I don't do the dating site thing. I am way too nervous of people being way too weird. People are weird, bro. Way too weird. And not to say that the same thing can't happen when you meet somebody out for the first time. Or, for instance, if you meet somebody on Instagram. But the dating sites, I don't know. And then on top of that, it's like, I'm scared somebody gonna recognize me.
Yeah,
Shay Parker's on Hinge.
Yeah,
I don't like that. That's not even my vibe. That's not even what I'm really going for.
I don't be on dating sites.
That's not even really what I'm doing. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that.
Are they just for hookups though? Y'all let us know. I don't really know.
Are they for hookups? Have y'all been on dating sites?
They just for like.
Not my style.
Have you ever been on a dating site, Diva? Like in your past life?
No, I think that what was that first one I ever came on? I think I did like make a profile to see what's going on, but I swear to God, I never used it. It's really crazy. I don't know.
I kind of feel like in this current stage in my life, just right now at this current phase, I'm like too cool for it.
Yeah, I'm too cool for a lot of things. I'm too cool for a lot of things on social media that you guys are getting right. I don't know. A lot of people are like, "Oh, lately, Dom, you're just letting them have it," but I just be like, I just be having to let motherfuckers know that we see y'all, okay? And if no one's gonna say it, I'll be the one to let them know, like, we see y'all out here doing the same things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's getting to be very monotonous, okay? And I want to enjoy scrolling down my timeline again. I don't have any problem, you know, unfollowing folks or
I'm gonna pour me another
finding, you know, pages that inspire me and whatnot. But we have to talk about people doing the same things over and over again. Or we have to talk about the fact that, you know, when you really look at a lot of the content on Instagram, it's people's tweets from Twitter on whatever the fuck they think about whatever the fuck they're talking about, right? Joe Schmo in Wisconsin could be talking about
the indigo is exceptionally good today.
I'm just saying, like, then we have to take Joe Schmo's tweet and put it on Instagram, and then we have to debate about it or make it a meme, and now it's a whole trending conversation about the stupidest things, like why Chloe Bailey isn't wearing a lot of clothes when she
or like
looks
a 13-year-old's tweet going viral, and like we're debating about it.
Right?
What are we even talking about?
Some other girls like, oh, why are you guys not inviting kids to weddings? I think they should be able to come. Hey guys, what's your thoughts on this? I think she should have her own fucking wedding and do what the fuck she wants to do. But it just seems like now everyone feels like it's debatable. Everyone's thoughts are debatable, and I want to let people know that I don't give a fuck about what you think about what I think. What I think is what I think. It's not going to change when you tell me what you think.
Right.
And as long as we can go from that place, and I think they have to remind themselves you can understand people without agreeing with them. I don't agree with everything that I see, but I always try to understand where folks coming from. Like, wow, that's crazy you think like that, but okay, moving the fuck on.
One thing that I love to say on Twitter all the time when I say something controversial, and I really don't want y'all in my DMs because I don't even really like coming up there and talking to y'all because y'all are always trying to find something, very much something to talk about.
I don't like talking to y'all because y'all always trying to find something. Y'all always trying to find something, very much something. Y'all always trying to find something to talk about.
And I will tell you to argue with God about it.
Listen.
Because don't argue with me, because I'm not going to argue with you, okay? I might give you one little response back, maybe. Yeah. And that's where I'm going to leave it at, because guess what? I said what the fuck I said.
Listen, they are always trying to find something. Like, why is...
And you know, but Dominique, you be arguing with people.
Well, that's the thing. I want people to understand,
I don't know why y'all let Diva get underneath the
sometimes I have the time, and I find it very much an exercise for me.
You think it's fun?
It's very fun for me. It's very easy. It comes naturally for me.
Going up.
I don't want people to understand, like, yes, my engagement goes up, but I'm not a celebrity. I'm not above it. You know, I'm very petty, and sometimes I have the time. And that's just the thing. I'm not fucking Beyonce. Okay, I saw the shit. Let me see if I feel like saying something.
No, but listen, can we take a step back and just talk about your behavior on social media as of late, though? Can we talk about your behavior on social media?
What did I do? I do?
One, you were talking about how everybody is talking about fall. We know that summer is over. We know that cuffing season is here. And we also know that you guys are about to pair those summer club dresses with jean jackets.
Okay.
And listen. I'm probably going to give y'all about 2 to 3 moments with that this season. Probably going to give y'all a couple moments.
I love my jean jacket. But again, I'm only talking to the people who be on here talking crazy about winter coats, fall clothes, and you wear the jean jacket the entire season.
Also, I don't feel like it was fair.
What else, Chey? What did I do on Instagram?
For you to be talking about when Monique, remember when she asked us to boycott Netflix?
Well, come on now. Y'all seen Ozark. I'm not missing that. That was just totally unnecessary.
Just go scroll down Diva's timeline and see how she's been acting.
And the thing about it is, I'm not even acting a certain way. These are my thoughts. And I just want people to know that we see y'all. And it's people that see y'all too. Like, I'm tired of these. I'm tired of these videos.
I gotta tell you how yesterday I had posed a question like, ladies, how do you feel about people addressing you as queen?
Oh.
And I really didn't mean for it to be a dating question or for it to be about men addressing you as queen, because I've had several women address me as queen, and I actually hate it. I actually don't like it, and I think it's ingenuine. And don't replace my name with Queen. Don't,
if they know you.
Don't good morning,
what if he's like holding the door for you as you walking into Wawa?
You welcome, Queen. Like, I feel like something cute if it's like, you know, but I feel like it's just such an overused word. I just personally don't like it.
Well,
Not that it's a huge deal, but like,
Yeah.
I just personally don't like it. But I just posed the question. Just fucking pose the question. Here come the niggas in my comments talking about this thread is hilarious. Y'all just dating niggas that don't like y'all. Who said that? Who said we was dating them? And who said anything about men?
Sometimes
and this is why I don't talk to y'all up here. This is exactly why I talk shit on the podcast. And if you notice, I do not talk to y'all on Instagram and Twitter. Because y'all get on my nerves. That's why I tell you to argue with God about it. Because I'm not going to I can talk about it right here. Because listen, my friend is going to have a rebuttal, or our team. I don't have to respond to y'all.
I don't have to respond.
I don't feel like it. Now, and I have some favorites that I talk to all the time.
Yeah. The ones that are just cool and they just
But
share
if you don't
their
agree with me, I don't got to talk to you.
Exactly. I just want people to understand that everything is just like every tweet, every idea is up for debate.
And you guys are letting social media drive you insane. You're letting it literally run your life. You're basing your life, not just relationships, but your life on memes. And it's weird. We're in really weird times. We should stop. We should really take this cuffing season
to learn.
Everyone needs to find someone and just go into isolation.
Or
with
just
them.
find yourself. Just find yourself
or
find
isolation
Jesus.
with yourself.
Find yourself or find Jesus, okay? Find yourself or find Jesus this cuffing season. And if you're going to be out here in the field, just know you got to be honest about what you want, what you're looking for, so that wires don't get crossed, okay? We're going to stay off the Justin LA Boy memes, and we're really going to focus on real fucking shit. Real connections. Really building, not the nonsense, because I know those people, real life people, and I just don't be seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that be my thing. Like, I know real life people really doing it the dope ass way too.
Yeah.
Like really being transparent with it, really being black millennials, like in love.
We don't
no matter
know
what their relationship looks like. No matter if it's
know.
marriage or like boyfriend and girlfriend or co-parenting or whatever, like they really doing that shit. And I'm like, I see that, and I wish we could see more of that on social media. I wish we weren't so negative all the time, but I think
so negative. Like, I literally saw Ari Fletcher talking about Moneybag Yo, and just like she was like, I never thought about, you know, being a wife, but this nigga here, like, you know, and how he, you know, got her all those roses in the club and some other things he had just done for her. They showed us on social media, and I saw so much hate in the comments, and I'm like, why can't that be an honest feeling?
And why can't that be something that like we celebrate?
But no, girl, but do he want to marry you though? That was one of the comments. Okay, and I went to her page, her little bald headed baby sitting over there hungry eating Cheerios. You know what I'm saying?
Not that the baby's bald headed and hungry.
I just made that up, but I'm just saying, like, why can't that be a good thing? Because it's not like everyone grew up with a great example of marriage right in front of their face. So why can't it be a true thing that she said? I have been inspired by this man to be a wife. I was not raised to be a wife. I was raised to be a financially stable, smart, educated,
no matter if I wanted to be a wife or not,
civilian.
Right.
I was not raised to be a wife. I've had to be inspired by love, and now interested in learning everything that I can about what it takes to be the best lifetime partner, a wife for someone. Why did I have to have so much hate? Because it's Ari and Moneybag that she said, oh, now
or
now
not even that, just because it's on
really
social
weird
media
out here. It's really weird.
Just because it's social media and they're popular and it gives people who have nothing to really do with their lives something to talk about. But even after we talked about this, you know, when we were sending voice notes and I tweeted about it, like, you know, even though I was raised by wives, my grandma was a wife, my mom was a wife, but they didn't raise me to be a wife. They raised me to be, you know, independent, to really chase my dreams. And my grandma always said something that was so profound to me that I still remember to this day. She said that, like, if you choose to be a wife, she was like, you need to make sure that you have your life, he has his life, and you guys have a life together. That's what it needs to be. That's how you will have a long-lasting marriage for years and years and years. And I was just like, you know, like you said, I didn't ever think about being a wife. Really, yeah, you have like, oh, like I wonder, like when I get married, but you don't really think about being a wife and what that looks like for your life and how you can embody
a wedding.
it.
We're not talking about being a wife. We're talking about being someone's wife
every single day. What does that look like for your life? What is that to you? Like, how do you envision that for your life? Because it's not the same for everybody, right? And so I didn't think about those things until I fell in love with a man who like nurtured that part of me too. Like niggas, everybody not gonna nurture that part of you. Same thing with women and like getting a wife or being a husband. Every woman's not gonna. We know that. Nurture. Every woman is not gonna nurture the husband like part of you until you're not gonna think about being a husband until you meet a woman like damn,
that inspires
like,
that out of you.
Like I think I want some of my life. Like, okay, I might want some of my life with you. I want to try.
It's a beautiful thing. Like
I want to try.
Really
Do you want to try?
It's giving Lil Durk and his girlfriend like he loves.
We gonna try. And why y'all can't respect people trying? Right. Like even when people cheat, niggas and women because men
y'all was mad at Cardi for taking her husband back. I'm like, well, shit, girl. I mean, it is her husband. I don't know what you want me to say.
And like a lot, like we gonna stop, ladies. We gonna stop acting like we don't cheat and that our men don't be taking us back. We gonna stop acting like that.
Yeah, we don't have to park it there, but. Y'all know that happens.
And like they gonna cap the social media and they gonna cap to their friends. They would never take you back, but like they be taking y'all back. They be taking y'all back. And so we gonna stop acting like that, okay?
Why is Tazi on the sound like wilding with it?
I'm just saying because I know y'all don't want me to talk about that.
We don't got to park it there, but we just trying to talk about accountability when it comes to women and men during cuffing season 2021 as it approaches us because tryout season is coming up and we want to talk about just, again, real relationships. We know young people that are in real relationships really out here looking for the real thing at least,
But wait, hold on. Because what should I be doing for tryout season? Did we answer that question? What should women be doing for tryout?
Well, I feel like people are sometimes scared to express how interested they are in that person.
I will say, let me say this, I feel like the older that I've got, I mean, look, a bitch turned 30 one time and now the
so
older
now that I'm
get,
older, like I
don't know, I'm getting on my own nerves with that shit.
Every fucking 5 minutes, Licious. This girl Chey, every 5 minutes, ever since she's been 30. So now that I'm older, like I just know like what I want.
That's not how I sound. No,
but ever since I turned 30,
but Diva gets it every day though in voice notes. Every day. I'm learning something new.
I had one little 30th birthday, so now that I'm older, like.
But listen, I'm like, even if we're dating and I like know that you're dating other people or like seeing other people, like that kind of made me want to press up a little more because I don't want no nigga that don't nobody else want. The fuck?
That's very true. Listen, that's why we have tryout season.
I'm gonna get a vibe.
After tryout season is preseason.
Talk to and not to.
Preseason, November 1st through the 30th, as we go into cuffing season officially starts December 1st through January 15th. You don't want to be cold. You don't want to be left out in the cold.
And you don't know what this Delta variant is going to do. You don't know what COVID-19 is going to do. So y'all better get in early.
Listen, I'm telling you, preseason is going to be tough. Okay? November 1st through the 30th, preseason.
Tazi and Licious is really laughing at us.
This is a great episode. The guys are in here just like, but we just want to talk to men and women because when it takes two, it takes both of us. We need each other, guys. I know we don't want to admit it. Okay? We need each other.
Who don't want to admit it?
We have some women. I didn't know if you were going to chime in there. We need each other to really make cuffing season work. To really make this house a home. She said, I need my man. I know that's right. That's why I said, look, I'm not finna tell nobody. Don't tell nobody to leave their man.
I ain't telling you leave him now.
My man said he's sorry.
I'm just saying do it make you happy.
That he's fucking sorry and we want to get something to eat. What y'all doing? It ain't none of my business.
Y'all better be worried about why y'all alone.
Okay, by y'all goddamn self. So December 1st through January 15th, you best
got
get
your
ready
deal breakers and I got mine.
Exactly. Now, what if he makes it past cuffing season into the playoffs? Because that's January 16th through February 13th. That might be you and him going and making it even to the Super Bowl together, honey.
Now I will admit this because I've been in this phase of the cuffing season before. And I just want to say, sometimes, consider that we're in a pandemic, you guys. Things get rough.
Yeah.
Things get rough.
Yeah.
Like, things get rough. But if you can make it to season 2.
The next season.
If you can make it into season 2.
Wow.
You might have something.
The playoffs are crazy though, because I do remember being at a Super Bowl party once and all my niggas was there. And I just was like, what am I going to do?
What you mean, like all your current niggas are just like old niggas like, mixed with the new one like, for the time? I'm talking to all y'all.
The ex joint, the one I had just dipped out on a date last night, said my stomach hurt or whatever I told him. And the one I was there with. Yeah, the one who was throwing it. Not that you
was there with him.
I was there with one that was throwing it.
Oh, shit.
It was a lot going on during that time in my life.
Tazi's had enough.
I was really in the middle of my, tryout season, and I had just decided I didn't like that bench at all, and I needed to start over. And so there I was, and at the home. I decided to find the homies that had the good Zaza, okay? And just let that marinate for a while until I could figure out how I should maneuver this situation at this huge Super Bowl party.
And so what did you do, though? Did you go speak to the one that you was on a date with?
I had to dodge all of them all night. But at the end of the night, the one that I kind of was there with, I really just ended up locking myself in a room. And like the next one, and he was so pissed. He was like, I was opening on the door, couldn't get in there. I was like, oh, really?
Oh, really?
I like that motherfucking door. Ain't nobody coming in this bitch. I'm sleeping by myself. Y'all niggas got me fucked up, okay?
Yeah, nah, because I ain't getting caught up. Y'all thought y'all was going to catch me up? Yeah, right.
But to answer your question, what I did was just like drink. I drunk about it and locked myself in a room, and that's how that worked out. But
now, I feel like something that is interesting, I know for me, like I'm really good at, say if I'm like dating someone and we see each other in public, like I'm really good at almost making it look like we're just friends to everybody else, but we know what's going on. And I really feel like, I don't know, I feel like that excites niggas like a little bit. Like they be like what? Like, I don't know. I mean, it hasn't happened to me often, but there has been times where I'm just like, yeah, we just look like we friends.
No, that's crazy. No.
Tazi think you would know. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. I'm skilled.
Like an old piece?
I'm skilled. Because it's not like I'm trying to hide anything or that there are other niggas in the room, because I'm rarely in rooms where there are like multiple men that I've dated or dating with.
Do you think that everyone...
But I feel like for me it's more so I'm just a private person, so I don't want everybody knowing. If we at an industry event and like we all like, I don't want everybody knowing that like we cool.
That's
like,
our piece.
You know what it is? Like we
I would ignore you as well. Like
I will ignore you.
I will.
We're not on good terms.
I will ignore you as well.
Act like I've never had your views.
That's my favorite one. I've never seen you.
I've never had your views in my mouth ever.
Don't know who you are, what you do.
Sorry to that man.
Very sorry to that man. And it gets like that. Maybe they don't make it to the playoffs. Maybe they don't make it to the championships.
Y'all do it too.
Oh, what? $10
like,
sign?
I ain't even see you. I ain't even see my phone. I ain't even have my phone.
Well, as we
my
out,
man's had my phone. Matter of fact,
as we round out cuffing season, and we talk about social media, just being accountable and whatnot, and talking about real life relationships. Let's talk about some sexy couples that we wouldn't mind quarantining with this. Stop it, Tazi, with the fucking.
All right, take his indigo glass.
That's really what it is.
The bottom left are the crickets.
Listen, honestly, sexy couples that we wouldn't mind quarantining with this cuffing season. What's the first couple that comes to mind? Sexy black couple.
I mean, the very first couple, I mean, let's talk about it because they've been everywhere and we've just been noticing that they've been together for years and, been really low with it. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's fine asses. Both of them are fine.
I'm telling you.
What the fuck?
Scoot over. Give me a piece.
I've never in my life just
you
see like good looking couples, sexy couples. They are definitely in the top 3 right
I want to see it. I just want them to press record for me, just a little bit.
I would definitely watch a Rihanna and A$AP Rocky sex tape for sure.
Me too. You know who I want to bring in the room? I want to bring I would like
with A$AP Rocky and Rihanna.
Yeah, I would.
Have somebody else in the room? I would be so overwhelmed.
I would also like to enter the chat rather. Tiana Taylor and Iman. That's a fine couple right there. They are so sexy. baby.
That's it right there.
Press record for me, baby.
That's it right there.
I'm just trying to see a little bit.
And Tiana look like she'll probably make you real hot and bothered.
Okay.
Real flustered.
Listen.
Real uncomfortable.
Okay. I would have to make sure I'm about it because I usually get scared.
Give me the indigo. I don't know, but wait, if you really got Tiana and Iman in a room, like, will you go through with
you really got to go through with it because they look like pros.
And they
you know
feel
what
like,
I mean?
man,
They might clown you.
Once we in here, we in here.
They like, yeah. Lock me in the room. What other sexy couple?
I'm not going to lie to you.
What's giving like press play
that
for
Boris,
me?
Kojo, and Nicole.
Oh, they are fine.
Yes.
It's so crazy how both of them
and
fine.
they
Like
older.
they look,
And you know how I feel about the older crew.
How you feel about the older girl? Oh, he got a baldy too.
Listen, I don't know. And they cute.
Ooh, I love that.
I'd be scared.
What's another sexy couple?
I'd be scared.
Can we just bring Lorenz Tate just for the fuck of it? 'Cause I just he's not a couple, but I saw.
Bring Lorenz Tate. Okay, Boris.
I'm sorry.
Nicole, and Lorenz.
I'm getting beside myself. I'm
and
just
us.
this little fantasy of mine, honey. I'm just getting beside myself. Just a little fantasy.
Fuck it. Bring Idris and his wife too.
Oh, Idris and his wife. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes,
We're just doing
yes.
couples. Lorenz Tate, I saw that he just celebrated his birthday not so long ago, and I was just like, wow, black men.
What about JT and Uzi?
Okay, no.
That's an
Sexy
acquired
couple.
taste. That's an acquired taste.
Yeah, acquired my ass.
Okay, but wait a minute. Let's talk about it. What about Diddy and Joy?
Woo! Hoes mad.
I'll
Hoes
take Joy
mad.
by herself.
Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
I talk a lot of shit up here.
Hoes-
Like
if I was Joy,
I wouldn't really take Joy by herself, but I would for the purposes of this episode.
If I was Joy and on my bathroom break while we was on the yacht, I'd be in the bathroom like, hoes
Joy.
mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
Joy.
Take that, bitch. Come on,
Can you
Joy.
sign my baby seat time?
Let's be clear. Joy is fine as hell. There's nothing you can say about Joy. She be about
And
her
she
business.
eats like a boiled egg and like whole wheat toast every day for breakfast.
Every
and like
day.
spinach leaves.
She's fit.
Only 5 of them though.
She's about that life. She's fine as hell. And
Yes.
I'm so glad that I am where I am in my life where nobody gives a fuck that much to have a fucking camera all the way out there in the fucking Mediterranean while motherfuckers is on boats. They just try and get their fill on.
Is that a telescope?
I don't know.
That's
They got
what you
the
gotta
shots.
have. That's what you gotta have.
Them
Binoculars.
them grainy ass shots. Like I'm glad I can
Y'all
mind
zoomed
my
all the way
business.
in on the iPhone.
I'm glad I can mind my business. They just out there trying to live like clearly. Brother Love.
Don't make me that famous because y'all not gonna like me.
No, clearly Brother Love is living his life. So I mean, Joey. I thought him and
I mean, he's
Carisha were
rich. He's an older man. He probably is. Him and Carisha probably are talking. But do you think Carisha gives a fuck?
No, she was talking about having a baby for her
And
birthday.
do you think Joy gives a fuck?
No, I wouldn't give a fuck either. And I think Diddy.
What?
Never mind.
Say it.
I was just gonna talk about what we were talking about earlier before we pressed record, giving passes to certain men. But don't you think? Do you think that powerful men like Diddy should have passes, frequent passes, more passes than others?
Frequent passes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little against the
Let's
idea.
say you are Carisha and y'all was doing y'all thing the last 3 months, but now he's doing that. But are you still mad?
Yeah, but okay, so
you ain't done
we'll take that for an
spending-
example.
Okay.
We'll take Carisha and Diddy. Like, clearly they're not in a committed relationship. They're not dating exclusively. I don't think that conversation has been had from what we see. We don't know for sure, but from what we see, I think, yeah, like, he on a boat with Joy. Like, niggas is on boats all the time. When you that rich, it's not really nothing that's like, oh, he was on a boat. Now, some of you bum bitches, now, if your nigga was on a boat, like,
Go get your nigga, sis.
with a bitch who got 12-pack abs.
Oh, wait, now,
that would be a different situation. But because it's Diddy and, like, it's Joy and it's Carisha and it's City Girls, these people who that's their lifestyle, I think it's almost like, you know, seeing that your boo after he with somebody else. He not posting it, but, like, you know he not at goddamn Nobu by himself.
Yeah,
with his
so
nigga.
Carisha shouldn't be mad. She
I don't
probably
think so.
ain't. She probably ain't even care.
I don't think so. She probably cussed him out just for the fuck of it because that's Carisha.
Now cash at me 20 racks.
Daddy, send me that shit now, daddy.
That's my shit. Now send me that shit now,
Send me the
daddy.
motherfucking funds.
Why y'all all in Diddy's business? Okay,
Yeah,
but let me
damn.
just talk about Joy looking the fuck good. Let's talk about other black women that look the fuck good. Cause my girl Ari Lennox, honey,
Okay.
pressure.
First of all, I have just
Pressure.
really enjoyed watching Ari develop into an artist and evolve and do her thing and like put out music that she really likes. I feel like you can tell that Ari likes the music that she's putting out. I really like this video. She looks good as fuck.
Oh my God.
She's been looking good as fuck the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed?
She said, why you ain't fuck with me when I was at Fly or whatever her lyrics go.
I don't know, Ari. You fine now, though. Like, you real fine. Like, you always look good. Like, we knew. Like, real niggas knew that Ari was, like, the bait. But, like, now niggas really know.
She looks the fuck good.
Really
Shout out to all my black women out there looking.
What about a pass for Drake? Because honestly.
A pass for Drake?
Honestly.
It's Drake, honey. Okay, now I don't know if we don't have time to park it at Certified Lover Boy, but it did drop. So that, again, like you said, Shay, is the bat signal for cuffing season officially starting. We have the Drake album. It's rather long. I wasn't like disappointed. Drake is Drake. Drake is a constant in my life. He's been a constant in my life for the last, over a decade. And I always appreciate that, and I always appreciate his efforts. I always appreciate the hype that is around him because he is a superstar. We have a lot of artists, we have a lot of music, but we don't have that many superstars. They stand out. The crowd goes frenzy up. They're showing up in stadiums before music even drops. Like, we just have superstars that shake the room, and we have to respect that. Now at this point, it's like, do you like the album, or were you listening to Kanye? What is it? That's typically the conversation when it comes to Certified Lover Boy.
So I didn't listen to Kanye, so I'll just say that. So I can't really stand up against anything. I didn't listen much to it either. I didn't listen to Kanye. I wasn't into it, and like sort of the antics and the rollout of it kind of annoyed me. So I wasn't.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Kanye.
I waited for Drake. So Drake dropped, and although I don't think that it's an album that I'm going to really go back and listen to 2-3 years from now, I may pick a couple songs that are like in my library. I think that it was fair. Decent. It was solid. It was typical Drake. Drake gave us Drake. He didn't necessarily disappoint, but he didn't give us anything that I feel like we're necessarily going to be talking about Christmas time.
That's interesting to say. A lot of people said that about Views too, and Views has
Views
aged.
Grew on you. It aged beautifully.
Aged well. It's aged well.
Do you think Certified Lover Boy will do that?
I'm not sure. I'm still getting a vibe for it.
I think I need to listen to it more.
People need to listen to it more. That's the whole point.
I need a month.
The album comes out at 2:00, and at 8 a.m. everyone's like, "Oh, it's trash." DJ Academics is fucking sleep on his live Twitch or whatever the fuck, and motherfuckers is already, deeming it what it is. Oh, it's trash. Oh, it's a masterpiece. Oh, he did it again.
Now DJ Academics is like, now what I gotta do?
I admire the dedication from DJ Academics. That lets his fans know, look, I'm up. I'm listening with you, because I went the fuck to sleep when Drake said, okay, 2:00. I was say, nah, buddy,
I'm gonna follow up in the morning.
I got shit to do, okay? I ain't fucking around with you, Drizzy. But I appreciate, knowing how much time he puts into stuff. Right. I really, really appreciate that about our superstars like that. But I think that I need to spend more time with the album, because once I taper off, I start tapering off a little bit by the end. But all the shit that was directed at Kanye, I really liked. I just love the fact that Drake gets under Kanye's skin, because to me, that's mind-boggling. Kanye was like, really, really up here for me. Right. So for Drake to just be under his skin so much, I just find that so comical to me, because both of them are the greats. But Drake is talking his shit like, I'm number one. You ain't up here. Y'all just saying, see you at the top. I don't see y'all niggas up here. I don't know. I feel like I'm right behind Hov. I mean, he's talking his shit. And so when it comes to No Friends in the Industry, that's my shit. And when it comes to 7 a.m. on Bertle, he's really talking that shit out there, when it comes to
Let me tell you, I love beef. In the Bible. That is
Bible.
That is maybe my favorite record. Aside from Champagne Poetry, they may be neck and neck.
Shout out to Masego on that one. Got the VA.
But in the Bible, I just love Dirk in the Bible. And I love Drake up there too. It's a vibe. Like, it's a record. Like, you can light some candles to that. You can ride to that.
I think we just need to spend more time.
Have Shorty pull up to the crib to that. Like, you can get ready to that. Do your makeup to that.
Because let me ask people who don't think this is Drake, that think this is trash or whatever from Drake. What else does he really have to prove? Like, what does he need to do next? Like, that he's not doing yet, or that you thought he was going to do this time. He's really been running these summers.
Unoriginal,
that's what he say. Better not make this shit about the numbers. All I know, or these summers all I know. Because
Okay.
he really been running that shit. So what else does he really have to prove? Can he do shit for fun now?
You know what I would love to see from Drake?
What?
I would love to see like a visual project, like a comprehensive
be
visual
fun.
project. And I know that's pretty unoriginal because Beyonce's done it.
Yo,
or
but he
whatever.
has so much
but I think for
personality.
someone like Drake, even Nicki, I would honestly love to see Nicki do something like that.
Girl,
Don't roll
Nicki
your
has
eyes.
been teasing this documentary for the last
First of all,
5
Nicki has been
years.
focused on making sure her nigga's good and isn't locked up for any extended period of time. So
Is
that's
that
what she has her hands
embarrassing?
full with. I'm sure she's embarrassed. This is Nicki.
Is that embarrassing?
I think that does put a little indent imprint on her legacy that I would honestly like.
Where is Wendy Williams when you need her? I think she's on
Wendy, where are like come on,
Wendy
Wendy?
would be sitting on her chair like, and then this guy, you know, Nicki Minaj's husband, pleading guilty.
She would be giving advice to Nicki too, like girl.
Interesting.
He's your manager now. Let me tell you something about
just for the paperwork.
him being your manager. So
Just for
I
the
think Nicki
paperwork.
has her hands full with that. But going back to Drake's album, I really would have appreciated her on the record where she's talking at the end. I think
I wish she had a verse.
would have been dope.
Yeah, that would have been dope. But I saw some women trying to make it about, he's a certified lover boy with no women features. Oh, okay. Listen, let's not make it about that. Let's not do that. That's why you bitches don't be invited. No, this is why them bitches don't be invited to the conversation seriously when it comes to music and whatnot. This is not about feminism at this time. This is about rap and hip hop and bars and lyrics. This is about Drake. This is not about, did he work with any females this album? Relax. Okay?
Oh, is that what they were doing?
Yeah, she was like, how you a certified lover boy with no women features? Got it.
I did want
Relax.
Nicki on it.
We did. We're just saying
Drake's
that from
never
a point
gonna
of
have
view.
an album
But
where
this isn't-
Nicki's not on it in some capacity.
Right, because he's going to hook his sis up with them credits.
I
But
wasn't thinking
this isn't
that-
a political standpoint. It's not time to be morally correct all the
Ladies,
time. And that's
everything
why
is not
social
about
media
us.
gets on my nerves.
Everything's not about us, yeah.
It's really
I
not
don't
always
even want
about us.
everything to be about us.
Relax.
I'm glad the boys got a record for Way Too Sexy, even though I'm not gonna say I hate it, even though I don't like the record.
It's just an easy record. It's kind of like thought shit with Megan. You know, you know what I mean? It's just an easy record. It's gonna get played. It's gonna get TikToked. It's gonna get a plaque, and we're moving on. It's just the Way Too Sexy thing. That's just what
It's
it is.
definitely
It's a
radio
fun record.
rotation.
And look, there's a time for every type of music. Sometimes you're getting ready to go out. Sometimes you're so drunk you can barely see. That shit comes on. I am way too sexy right now for my shirt. You know what I mean? It's a time and a place. Every fucking record, it's time for conscious music. It's time for, 8-minute Common freestyles. I saw that recently. It's time for when Kendrick drop, and it's time for some Way Too Sexy sometimes, okay? When you off when you off the indigo or something, and you just felt way too sexy. Everybody knows that, but it's just a time for a place and everything. And I think everyone should just spend a little bit more time with music, Drake's album, for example.
Yeah, give it
before
30
we
days at
decide what it
least.
is. Because let me tell you something. Today is 20 years since the Blueprint dropped.
Oh my
and
God.
I went back and listened to it today, and it just still sounds amazing. Some of the shit that he's talking in it, and it's so much like kind of before his time. And when you're talking that real shit is what's really timeless. So I understand when people don't like the Way Too Sexies because we have such an expectation of Drake, but just understand that he does give to the masses and just kind of just can do fun records sometimes. I hated the fucking Tootsie Slide. Drake doesn't need to do a Tootsie Slide, but he's at a point where I feel like he can have fun, just like Beyonce did that 7-Eleven song. I hated that song. What were we saying? But I damn sure was like, way your hands out to the side, wave it in the air. Like, it's just a time and a place for everything.
And I like when we have moments where we can like let the artist be the artist and talk about the artistry and talk about the music.
Yeah.
And, like, enjoy the music outside
just for what
of
it is.
everything else. Outside of everything else, because we don't have a lot of opportunities to do that. Especially when we talk about, artists like Art Kelly or artists who we find problematic or who we don't agree with their moral views. It's just so good sometimes to be in that moment and be able to just to talk about the music and the artistry. So I feel like that's what Certified Lover Boy is. Like, it's really just something where we can talk about like the music in each track, and he gave us a lot of music.
He
which
definitely
I
gave us a lot of music.
And like the music's good at the end of the day. Like, it may not be something where like Mary J. Blige or Lauryn Hill, Miseducation, where we're listening 20 years later to Certified Lover Boy, but it's the vibe right now. We can appreciate it.
We can appreciate it. I mean, we're in the house anyway, or it's supposed to be. Shit, I don't know.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know, but
Are we
Jeff Bezos is looking actually investing in companies that is going to allow people to add 50 years.
Okay,
to
so
their
that's
life.
what we're doing right now. Okay.
Yep, that's what the rich people are doing. You and I aren't.
That's
doing
what the
that.
rich white people are doing, because I feel like a lot of black people would not be into that shit. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, that's. I know.
I don't know.
I just thought about that.
God
But
got me.
Jeff
God got
Bezos
me.
is reportedly funding an anti-aging tech to increase life by 50 years.
Tech what? God is all the tech I need.
Yeah, he's investing in Altos Labs, a company working on reprogramming technology
Altoid.
to extend life. So with the way the world is going right now, would you be interested in what Jeff Bezos clearly
I don't
is
know
interested
about that.
in? Extending your life for 50 more years. As a black woman in America, your answer is a what?
The only person that can extend life is God.
It's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. That's the only one who I want to extend my life. I don't know. I don't need Jeff Bezos or whoever you said.
We're about to go with my sound effects. Delicious, you gotta do it.
Jeff who?
Jeff who?
Jeff can go to hell.
That's what Granny would say. That's what Granny would say.
No.
Jesus.
No.
50
I get
years.
it, Jeff. I get it, Jeff. You've made so much money. You don't know
what to
just
do
don't
with
know
your money,
what the
huh?
fuck to do with it.
He over
and
here.
you probably do want to be on this earth forever. And you can do that. I'll let you do your whole labs and you figure that shit out and you be up here forever. But as for me and my house, we're going to praise the Lord and go on to heaven.
Listen, he said he has a big budget for all the scientists that work in this lab, and they want to see if they can do some anti-aging research, and also turn adult cells to stem cells. They set a crazy number. Hold on, I have to find it still.
Like over $200 an hour?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, shit.
I don't know why. This is clear for white people.
Listen, more black women in tech. Okay.
Amen.
Go ahead and get one of these jobs.
Listen,
Jeff Bezos.
I don't know about extending your life. It sounds like Jeff Bezos just wants to extend his life 50 years and go live on Mars.
I could go for a 15.
As a black woman in America, no. Just let me do my. Just let me live my natural black ass life.
All I gotta do is stay black and die.
On, okay, and I just want people to. Just do that and just move on. Let's not. But he's rich.
We were having an interesting conversation. Listen, I know maybe we're coming up on time.
Yeah.
But Licious was talking about how just because, maybe you're not aging doesn't mean that you're living longer. Doesn't mean that you're enjoying life. Like, what if you had a disease? What if you
with his
were in turmoil for
Uh-huh.
whatever reason?
Yeah.
Like, whether it's a mental illness or it's, for whatever reason, just in turmoil. Do you want to add those extra years to your life?
That's something to think about.
Worth it? Is to you, like, is living worth it? Or I think it all depends on how you actually see the afterlife as well. Because I think a lot of white people are so scared to leave this earth. Is interesting to me. Like, black people don't have that same fear.
Yeah, that's very true. You hear about older black women saying, "Oh, I'm going from here," or I want to go to my Lord and Savior. I want to go to the Creator. I want to see Him again.
Can I tell a real thing real quick?
What is
Before
that?
my grandma passed. She was at the doctor's office. She went to her doctor and, she had cancer. And she said, like, I'm ready. If God is ready for me, like, I'm ready. I think that's such a dope thing for black people. I don't know if you really hear white people say that. I don't be enough I don't be enough of y'all to really know. But, like, to be able to say that, I feel like black people, we've gone through so much as a people.
Same thing.
If it's my time to go, I'm ready to go.
Really
it's cool to be at that point in your life where you can say, like, I've done what I feel like I've needed to do in my life.
I don't pass until I can say that. I think that is a big fear of mine of not. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be a big fear to be like, oh, I want to be able to say that before I pass away. And I think a lot of people do identify with that because I've had older women, great grandmothers in my family say the same thing. Like, I'm going to be with my Lord, or maybe they lost their husband. They want to go
be my savior.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen. I think we all can relate to that, and that is something that I think it's just culturally, it's just all about, like you said, how you view the afterlife, and we believe in that.
But if you scared to go ahead with the anti-aging labs. You got the money to do it.
He got the money to do it. He wants to just go to space and be old forever. But let me tell you something. That he got to work on that skin.
The way the world is going right now.
He needed.
Y'all got hurricanes, forest fires just going on for fucking weeks and shit.
And a pandemic that everyone wants to ignore. So
y'all
I mean,
got hell coming out the skies, 80 degrees out
I want to
right
send
now.
my love. I want to send lots of good energy to those going out here in the field during this cuffing season 2021. They said it might be one of the toughest cuffing seasons yet is upon us.
I don't think
as
it's
we
gonna be
really
tough for
try
me.
to separate the real niggas from the fake and the broke hoes from the good hoes, okay? Because some of y'all hoes be friend, we know. We already know.
We love you though.
We still love you though. But sometimes we just gotta let sis know we see what you doing out here,
Y'all
okay?
be on some bullshit.
We see what you attracting out here, okay? So let me tell you something. Going into this cuffing season, just make sure that you are honest about what you want and what you're ready for. And I think that if everyone can come to the table with that part figured out, we could have a good mating season, a good cuffing season on see you at the championship.
One little tip before we leave, because I want to give you a call to action before we go. Let's do a call to action, because sometimes I feel like as women, as ladies, we need that. We need a call to action. We need something to go forward with. We need something to reference.
A little homework.
Let's do this. Let's do this right here, right here, right here.
Amen.
Before we react, let's think. I'm going to say it again. Before we react, let's think. Let's think.
That sounds great.
Let's
I hope we can.
Do I want this nigga?
I have a
Let's think. Do I have something to lose? Let's think. Do I really want to fight this bitch? Let's think. Do I care? Do I care? Ooh. All right.
Thank you.
Follow us on Instagram, Diva Unfiltered Podcast.
Absolutely. Follow me at Dominique the Diva and my girl right here at I am
Shay Parker. That's Shay like Shea Butter.
Press play. You listen to this song. We love ya. Mean it. Catch you next time. Happy cuffing season. Good luck.
Damn.